Learn English through story. The gift of the garden. In a bustling city filled with noise and chaos, there was a small oasis of tranquility known as Rosa's garden. Rosa, a retired school teacher, had spent years cultivating this lush sanctuary. Her garden was a testament to her love for nature, filled with vibrant flowers, towering trees, and a variety of vegetables and herbs. The garden was not just a place of beauty but a haven for the soul, where the weary could find peace and reflection. Every day, Rosa would open her garden to the public, allowing anyone to wander through and find solace. She welcomed everyone with a warm smile and a kind word, often sharing her gardening tips and life stories with those who cared to listen. The garden soon became a cherished retreat for many, providing a temporary escape from the stresses of urban life. One day, a young man named Ethan stumbled upon Rosa's garden. Ethan was a corporate executive, driven by ambition and the relentless pursuit of success. He worked long hours, striving to climb the corporate ladder, but his life felt empty and unfulfilled. He was constantly stressed, his health was deteriorating, and his relationships were strained. As he wandered through the garden, the beauty and tranquility began to seep into his soul, and for the first time in years, he felt a sense of calm. Ethan returned to the garden the next day, and the day after that. He started talking to Rosa, who welcomed him with her characteristic warmth. Over time, Ethan shared his struggles and his longing for a more meaningful life. Rosa listened patiently and offered gentle advice, encouraging him to find balance and to seek fulfillment beyond his career. As the weeks passed, Ethan began to change. He spent more time in the garden, helping Rosa with the chores, planting new flowers, and learning about the different plants. He found joy in the simple act of tending to the garden, and his stress began to melt away. Rosa's wisdom and the garden's beauty were teaching him valuable lessons about life, patience, and the importance of nurturing both the earth and the soul. One day, Rosa fell ill and was unable to care for the garden. Ethan, along with other regular visitors, stepped in to help. They took turns watering the plants, weeding the beds, and ensuring that the garden remained as beautiful as ever. Through this collective effort, the garden continued to thrive, and the bond between the visitors grew stronger. Ethan found himself reflecting on the transformation he had undergone since discovering Rosa's garden. He realized that the garden had given him a new perspective on life. It had taught him the importance of community, the joy of giving, and the fulfillment that comes from nurturing something other than oneself. Inspired by Rosa's generosity, Ethan decided to create his own sanctuary within the city. He purchased a plot of land and began to cultivate a new garden, one that would be open to the public just like Rosa's. He invited friends, colleagues, and strangers to help him, sharing Rosa's teachings and spreading the message of balance, peace, and community. The new garden flourished, becoming a beloved retreat for many in the city. People from all walks of life came to find solace and connection. Ethan's life was no longer consumed by the relentless pursuit of success. Instead, it was enriched by the relationships he had formed and the joy he found in giving back. One day, Rosa visited Ethan's garden. Although she was frail, her eyes sparkled with pride as she saw the beauty that Ethan had created. She sat on a bench, surrounded by the vibrant flowers and the hum of bees, and smiled at Ethan. "You've done well, Ethan," she said softly. "You've learned that the true measure of success is not what you achieve for yourself, but what you give to others. This garden is a testament to that." Ethan nodded, tears in his eyes. "Thank you, Rosa, for everything." Rosa reached out and took Ethan's hand. "The garden is a gift, Ethan, not just for those who visit it, but for those who tend to it. Remember that, always." As Rosa's health continued to decline, Ethan and the other visitors at her garden took on more responsibility. ensuring that Rose's original sanctuary remained as vibrant and welcoming as ever. They honored her legacy by continuing to share her teachings and by cultivating not just plants, but a sense of community and care. In her final days, Rosa found comfort in knowing that her garden would continue to thrive, nurtured by the very people she had once welcomed with open arms. She passed away peacefully, surrounded by the beauty she had created and the love she had inspired. Ethan and the others held a memorial in the garden, celebrating Rosa's life and her immeasurable impact on their lives. They shared stories of how the garden had brought them peace, how Rosa's wisdom had guided them, and how they had found new purpose through her example. In the years that followed, both gardens continued to flourish. Ethan's garden grew into a community project, with more people joining in to plant, harvest, and care for the land. The gardens became symbols of hope and renewal, showing that even in the midst of a bustling city, one could find tranquility and connection. Ethan's life was forever changed. He had discovered that true fulfillment came from giving, from nurturing, and from creating spaces where others could find peace. He no longer measured success by his position in the corporate world, but by the smiles of those who found solace in the gardens, by the friendships he had forged, and by the enduring legacy of Rosa's teachings. Through Rosa's garden and the one he had cultivated, Ethan had learned a profound lesson, that the greatest gift one can give is the gift of a garden, a sanctuary of peace and beauty, where the seeds of kindness and community can grow. And in tending to these gardens, he had found not only a purpose but a deeper understanding of what it truly means to live a meaningful life. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.